Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. So, last time I was talking about my grand idea, my um, masterwork of video gaming. Trying to do the whole working out with explaining the philosophies and references in Nier Automata. I've started. The problem with doing it is there's a lot of research I'm still going to have to do because there's just some things I'm not as versed in. I would say the grand majority of it. There's a few that I'm okay with. There's a subtle reference at least in Japanese, to, for instance, the supposed author of the Tao Te Ching, which is Lao Tzu. But the reference in Japanese is they called the boss in question Soshi. I think it's Soshi, I believe. I could be wrong, could be mistaken with that one, but that is one of them. Like Koshi, Soshi, Roshi. They're all references to various Chinese philosophers. Confucius is one. Lao Tzu, obviously. As I mentioned, he was the author of the Tao Te Ching, but the thing about that one is he's most well known because of that, the concept of Wu Wei, or basically effortless effort. I believe the most accurate way of putting that is, and also the concept of flow. You might have heard Alan Watts talk about flow before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you're not even familiar with Alan Watts, but that is the idea. But I was gonna take a few bits or a few episodes of this to kind of in preparation, explain some things, like some of the references, like and some of them aren't going to be immediately obvious, and some of them don't even have. The more I look into some of the references, they don't really have a strict importance on the story. They don't have a strict how should I put it? Like, they're references simply to be references. In other words, that's probably the best way of putting it. They're references to be references. Like, there's three that are references to communism or communist theory. So Engels and Marx being two of them, right off the bat, and then one more. I'm forgetting the name right now. Ernst, I think it is. I think it's Ernst. But they all worked together. They all wrote together. Engels and Marx specifically actually were the ones who wrote the Communist Manifesto. Ooh, I need 15 coins for the piano room. Crap. Don't need the crystals. Oh well. Bummer. But throughout the game, there's not really they're not really incorporated so much thematically. At least in their I've always ended up with Sonny, the McDonald looking clown face. I'm gonna try to kill him first, and there we go. See what she does. Oh, she seems slower right now. Oh god. Okay. So in terms of just outright reference, I mean, they're thematically, in terms of the main themes of the game, which are meaning of life, or finding meaning in life, suffering, memory, etc. You know, those are, and religion in particular, and philosophy. Those all are your major themes, right? With that surrounding narrative of some robot android conflict and humans somehow involved in that. But crap. Whatever. Guess we're going Ares route on this one. Well, not route, but we're definitely working with Ares right today. Honestly, the game has more common traits with Nietzsche than any of the other philosophers. Something to, well, Nietzsche, Kierkegaard, Kant, and your existentialist philosophers are your big Jesus. Those are your prime examples of thematic names that are very rooted in. Don't have a key, use half a heart. That's not great. Not for me. So, those will probably be obviously they're going to be the main focus throughout the game, you know, in some way, shape, or form, one way or the other. Way more than you think. Nietzsche is going to be, it's like 90% of it, really, as far as I'm concerned. I think most of them are just references to be references. At least that's what I'm noticing. But it's still interesting. It's still, they still have a place, even then. Because even, like, in terms of names, you know, Lao Tzu, for instance, actually is a huge part, thematically, when you're talking about the search for meaning. Whereas, like I said, Marx and Engel and all them are just kind of, you know, reference to be a reference. They do have a theme in sense of how their boss design, or how the boss design for them look and feel, and where they are, you know, where you fight them. But they aren't, but again, they're just not, you know, major crap. Hop, 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 hop. Okay. Nothing important, no key. Crap. Craptastic. We have another room, 2 set of rooms down here. Hey, another grenade. Wow, okay. Hiya. Okay. Hey, key. Sweet. Yep. So, but these are just things I'm noticing. They're not, you could say this is kind of a very early prelude to talking about or actually doing the videos. And of course, it's going to be a whole series doing each of them. Some of the individual bosses, or some of the individual bosses and characters have way more meaning than they should. Like Adam and Eve actually has a lot, like they share a lot more meaning than most of the philosophers, even as I mentioned, like Nietzsche, for instance, being a huge part of it, or part of the overall theme. I missed that last jump. That's cool. Even with Nietzsche being like one of the big parts of the overall, or one of the big parts of the themes in the game, how should I put it? Adam and Eve actually have way more meaning. That and 2B. They have way more meaning. But it's how they interact with the theme, I guess, or within the construct of the themes in that narrative. Also, there's three characters, technically? One set of 2 characters, and then, because they're always together, and then another character altogether. They actually are kind of interesting in that they are references, or they're actually characters from the first Nier game, which kind of, I'm not sure if I want to really talk about them too much outside of that whole theming philosophy concept or construct, or do I want to go over them? Because eventually I do want to play the first Nier game again. It's a really good game. It's dated by all means, but it's actually just a really strong game either way. I think the big problem most people had with it was actually the way the endings work. You literally played the second half of the game like 4 times or 5 times, something like that. So not everybody was cool with that. It didn't bother me too much. I noticed it was a thing, but it was kind of one of those it is what it is sort of things. So I wasn't like deeply troubled by it or anything. Hop, 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 hop. Crap. Crap. Come on. Ah. See, I can't get that last jump. Yeah, screw it. I'm not going to go into all that. That's going to annoy me if I keep messing that timing up. Die, you. Stupid teddy bear. I'm going to come up there and kick your ass. Coin. Money. Had garbage money this whole freaking run so far. So actually I was going to talk shortly, or just ever so briefly, in regards to some of the philosophers in general. I've mentioned quite a few of them, but I didn't talk about their philosophy at all. And that's more or less purposeful. I don't want to get too much into it. And then there's some that just people know. Like, for instance, most people know who Nietzsche is. They always want to talk about Nietzsche's great quote that everybody quotes, and they don't understand what is being said. And it's disturbing because it's taken way out of context, and it's always seen as some sort of... Cool. It's always seen as a sort of, excuse me for saying it, but some sort of triumph of atheism. Well, see, there's a problem, though. It's... Clown hat. We'll take the clown hat. Fire a fake rat. Who wouldn't be scared? What? Why is the... What are the fake rat... What do the fake rats do? I haven't seen that before. Oh. Everybody sees Nietzsche's big quote, God is dead, we have killed him, as some kind of triumph of atheism. When there's a thing, there's something interesting about that. That's not what he meant. Yes, Nietzsche's critical of religion in many ways. But what he's actually critical of is not religion in the sense of that... What in the hell? They just keep splitting. Oh yeah, that's something they do, isn't it? Wait, how many? They all have 1 HP. Huh. Neat. Nietzsche was always kind of critical of religion to some extent or another, right? Yeah, that's true. But what he did say about religion as well... Wait a minute, refresh what? Refresh all the closed chests in the room. Oh, okay. That could be really good if I could get some of them open. Damn it. Whatever. But if you look at the entire quote, he says it's something more like, God is dead, we have killed him, and, you know, how are we going to wash away all the blood? That, when you say it like that, you notice he sees there's a problem. Killing God wasn't a good thing, because for all intents and purposes, the quote-unquote killing of God also means you're destroying a moral base, or a foundation, a moral foundation. That's not good. That's really bad. That's horrifically just... Why? What the hell? So, what to do, right? So let's switch over really quick to his concept of the meaning of life. It was kind of, how do you put it? Oh god, I gotta look it up really quick. It was actually a great quote too. Sorry, like I know I'm pausing for a long time. I'm pausing for a long second here to find it. Oh, to live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. He's also one of those great people that said that which does not kill us makes us stronger, and everybody likes to quote that for some reason. But again, he took it. You take that very literally. You know, you learn. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. You know, these are really great quotes. People misunderstand that you have to have meaning. So, what is the meaning? Well, his meaning that he came up with, essentially, through concept of the will to power. What is the will to power? Everybody has... Alright, according to Nietzsche, everybody has this inherent need to exert power and express power. Specifically express power. Not necessarily exert. the exertion of power can be misconstrued as something very negative, but that might not exactly be what he meant in particular. So, this expression of power, what is it? What does it take the form of? That depends on the person. Artists, their expression of power tends to be art. Art. Very simple. Same way with musicians. If anyone of creative mind, writers, thinkers, your expression of power comes through your ability to produce. I missed it. I need to. It's actually kind of hard to do with a stick. Doing, 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 doing. Whoop. It is kind of fun though. I just need to get better at it. For some people, this will to power is much more dark. It's the will to exert your will over others. And he's not saying that that's not a thing. He's saying that is a negative form of it, but for one sense or another. So, and this is where I would bring in Carl Gustav Jung, or Jung or Jung. I was always told Jung, but Jung is probably more accurate. It's Jung. Don't say Jung, it is not Jung. Your anger will bring down the wrath of the gods upon your head for calling him Jung. He was from Switzerland, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes. So yeah, it's obviously not frickin' Jung. How dare you? So, what matter? But this is where I'd bring in Jung really quick and say, Jung would talk about, everything has a sort of duality. There's a shadow of our thoughts and our dreams. We are literally the manifestation of opposites, so to speak. Don't think that was necessarily his words. I don't remember. It's been a while. I am currently reading Jung, but I don't remember that specific quote being in there. If that was, then that was spot on for me. Johnny, God of Idols. Walk into it. Why not? But, oh god, I don't think I've ever seen that attack. I haven't seen that one either. Fuck off, Johnny. Fuck off, Johnny. There we go. Weird. Oh, I want to get that heart container, or that heart, really quick. So if we're this manifestation of opposites, if human beings, if all things are manifestation of opposites, material, immaterial, mind, body, etc., good, evil, light, dark, blah blah blah. You can keep going on and on with that. If that's true, then oh yeah, I don't have grenades for that. Yes. What a shame. Whoop, whoop. So what becomes So just saying that someone's will to power is purely negative, the will to enforce their will on others, that would be tyranny, right? That's what generally we call that, at least in the Western world. You know, normally we'd call that tyranny. In the West, now notice I say that in the West, not everybody's 100% the same on that. Obviously, certain cultures and so forth have a different concept of right and wrong, and this is something else not just Jung talked about, but okay, didn't know you could do. I did not do that. Get out of here. I didn't know they could teleport. Never seen it done, or never seen them do it. Oh, come on, you. Holy crap! That was a lot of stuff in one little box. It's a box in a. It's a box playing another box in a game about boxes. I'll literally be, you know. What is this room? That's the arcade room sort of thing. We'll go down here. We'll grab more hearts, considering I messed that one room up really bad. But you could go on and on with that. The will to power is probably the closest thing we could talk about in terms of reference to themes in Nier. It's the most. There we go. It's one of the meanings of life, at least in that game. You'll notice that all the characters in the game have some form of meaning in their life. Well, nice. God, I'm running fast too. They all have this meaning of meaning for their lives. And sometimes, virtual assistant, profit chip. Take the profit chip. Kill enough enemies, drop extra shields. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty good. Haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen a lot of these items yet. Come here. Come here. Yeah. So, and again, you can use that will to power constructively. It doesn't have to be some horrible negative thing. It can be constructive. You can use it for more. You can use it for good. You can use it for evil. You can use anything like that. Look at nuclear energy. Or atomic energy. Nuclear fusion. Or, excuse me, fission. We haven't gotten to fusion. If we did, we wouldn't have to worry about energy at all. But, because you're literally harnessing the power of, like, fucking sun. Anyway. Oh, boy. Oh, boy! So, let's try this out. Hey, squeeze me? Oh, maybe it doesn't refresh them like that. Okay. Oh, okay. Dimensional bags, random goodies. Okay, when you get hurt. Ugh. Not about all that. So, oh, it transforms what kind of box it is. Hey! So, I'll come back in here with more crystals in a minute. Don't have goddamn grenades. So anyway, look at atomic and energy. Look at nuclear energy, right? Nuclear energy. You can use it for bombs, which is what we did for the most part. But You can use it for energy. You can use it, for energy. Clean energy, as a matter of fact. Safe energy, as a matter of fact. You know, there are ways to make safe energy. Safe and clean energy. It's not saying it's not difficult. Technology's come a long way since then. Since we first come up with the idea, alright? But we can do it. But what did we use it for? We used it for nukes. Especially during the Cold War. Why? Because we were afraid of a concept like communism coming to the West, right? Okay. Sure. That's how we're going to play it then. Ooh, another grenade. Sweet. And a crystal. Sweet. Not saying communism is good or bad, by the way. Not going to make a value call, value judgment call on whether or not economic or socioeconomic political systems. I'm not going to make a judgment call on that. That's not what this is all for. I might eventually, because communism is neat on paper. It's neat on paper. Communism. Now, socialism is a totally different story, but we're not going to get into all that. That's a whole big old bag of worms that I just see people having just a field day going over. And for no real, people get really twisted and get their pants all in a bunch over just thought experiment at these days, so get that out there. Try this again. Doink. Doink. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's try it again. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. I wish there was like a little thing that would, like, one of the key will highlight as you're above it. Well, it kind of highlights because your reflections in it. I see. Yeah, probably should have thought of that. God, I'm garbage. Hot garbage. Well, maybe just garbage, not really hot garbage. I consider myself ugly garbage. Yeah, stinky garbage. Garbage that should be in a refined and dignified, but garbage nonetheless. Oh, cool. Now die, you bastard. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. Yeah, this is doing pretty decent damage, especially when all the shots connect on him. Die, Argus, you prick. Dodge. Did not dodge. Go the hell on. Oh, that came out faster than I thought it would. That better not be. Die, Argus. I said die. I said die. Ooh, demon horns. Or devil horns. Whatever. Damage. Beautiful damage. Love damage, yes. So, now that's just getting in that can of worms. That's not getting in depth. That's not getting in depth at all. That's just very, 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 very extremely basic. Some basic bit shit. Like, I haven't even gotten into anything really. I've just skimmed the surface over literally just one. Please don't. Please don't. I hit it. I didn't want to hit it. Kill me. Just kill me. Hit me. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I've done it to myself. Don't you dare. Go away. Don't you dare. No hearts. Okay. That's it. Box. Garbage. In other words, thanks. That's what I always wanted was garbage. More garbage, just like me. Anyway, so... No! Hey, a shield. Sweet. Oh, you bastard. No. We're not doing that. Did I just stab one of them? You can stab your own? Wait a minute. Is that doing damage to them? I can stab my own pets? I didn't know you could do that. That's not even funny. I'm taking these hearts, Blue Doctor. Thank you, though. Ooh. Summer. Another one bites the dust. Without good fire rate, that's just pretty much... Oh, refresh all closed. I just saw the one thing. Yeah. I'm a dummy. But anyway, that's just skimming the surface of just like one actual philosopher. Not even getting into depth about what all he had to say. For instance, if I talked about Lao Tzu and talk about the Way and Wu Wei, or excuse me, more specifically Wu Wei, effortless effort, the flow, which also kind of gets into this, was it Roman or Greek? I can't remember right off the top of my head, but there's a concept called amopati. It's literally the love of fate. Accepting everything as it comes, as it goes, as it should be. Now that's a concept that would be that's more difficult than you think it is. Simply because if you look at in the context of that video game and looking at things as they are, that boss in particular, especially towards the end, it says, thanks for playing with me, if I remember correctly. Or it talks about it's thanking you for, even though you kill it, it's like, well, thanks for playing with me, whatever. Like, okay. How are you supposed to take that? This thing that was trying to kill you, how are you supposed to be okay with killing it now? Or how are you supposed to feel okay for having killed it? Even though it, just thought it was playing, maybe? What's the deal? You can go more and more in depth in that, obviously, but that's just another concept. It loved fate. It just accepted its life as it was, and it appreciated the fact that it had that moment with you, in a weird sort of way, right? I'm gonna take the drill bit because I don't know what that does. Pretty sure wet fire rate and damage. Oh god. Yes. Where have you been all my life? Oh, fuck it. The towel. You'll always have heart when you're hurt. Well, thanks now. I really freaking appreciate that now. Could have had it like, I don't know, an hour ago. And not that it would have made a difference then, but sweet. Sweet cash. Open this one. What do we got? Got that. I got that. Got some armor. What's this? I haven't had this one yet. You know nothing. Sorry. What did it say? The more hearts you have, the more bullets you can fire. Oh. Oh. Gotcha again, Trebek. And you can do this, and I could go more in depth with each one, right? That's what I want to do. And it's kind of the proof of concept, I guess you could call this whole sort of not, I guess you call this whole episode a sort of proof of concept. Yeah. And I also want to bring in Jung a little bit into all of that, because his concept, Tog, because TikTok. Did you just flip me off, you piece of shit? No. This is why you're going to die. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to be that guy. Now you're going to die. No. Just die. God, my movement speed in this is ridiculous. And there's, like I said, you can go more in depth on each one of the philosophers that are just named, and some of the weird intricacies between some of them in real life. Like, there's something actually. There's two robots in the game that are very, very. That have a unique. Not interaction. They have a special relationship. How about that? There we go. Not that they have a literal relationship, considering how the character acts, of course, but a figurative relationship, as in they are, you can compare them, contrast them, they are related in that sense. You can relate to them, relate with them. But anyway, one is of Simone and Jean-Paul. That's the that one's funny in a sense when you actually know who they're referencing. Simone is a reference to was it Simone de Beauvoir? Was it Beauvoir? I think it is. Who is a French female philosopher. And Jean-Paul is in reference to Jean-Paul you're gonna kill me for this because I'm terrible with French. Sartre, Sautier, whatever. I apologize. I didn't take French. All right, and I'd never cared to. My apologies. Being honest with you, that is my honesty. Anyway, so die, teddy bear, die. What is their relationship? Well, in real life, funny enough, Jean-Paul Chatti and Simone, or Jean-Paul and Simone, were actually romantically involved. How about that? I hate using the phrase that they're sexual partners. I would imagine it was a little more in depth than that. They don't. It could not have been too. I don't know. I don't know their personal lives like that. That and they're dead at this point, so I mean, can't really ask them. But, and that's just a funny quirk in the game where, these two NPCs are related in such a way that relates to the real world, their real world counterparts. What's funny about their real world counterparts, though, is that they, the video game version versus their real world counterpart. The big difference is that in the game, Jean-Paul actually ignores Simone, completely and utterly, as he ignores and he's just going for his philosophy, right? Which, if you look at his philosophy, there might be something there. In those terms with it. if he was a pure, like, logical person and didn't have feelings, didn't have needs, wants, cares, etc., would he have turned out exactly like his robot counterpart? Because all these personalities are based on real-world personalities, right? So, what do we got in here? Don't know what that collar does. I kind of want to know what that collar does, though. I got a good weapon at this point. I just need moolah, cashola. Oh, give me a few eggs. But some bastard fucking stabbed the shit out of Grabber. I hate Grabber so much. He just yanks all my damn money all the frickin' time. Yeah, crap. Oh, this room? Can't go in here yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take the hearts. That's fine. That's okay. Not gonna be butthurt about hearts. How? 9,000. I missed you. Just die. Thank you. Hal, you're dead. Get out of my face. Add even more bullet time. I love bullets. This game makes it so much fun. Got the equivalent of the Contra spread shot going on. Come on, shoot. Don't you dare. Thieving piece of shit. So I could, and again, I could keep doing that with, oh god, the movement speed's gonna make this hard. And again, you could keep going on and on with each of the other characters like this, and how they relate to each other and their themes. All the fun stuff, right? But then I wouldn't have a Masterpiece series of videos if I did that for y'all now, right now, then and now, or right this second, now would I? That, again, it's, I guess you could call it what I'm talking about a proof of concept, that there's something there, that there's something interesting. I think one of the big things that people just keep forgetting about, at least with video games, is that first and foremost, they can be forms of art. First and foremost. I don't understand why people could think otherwise. Oh, thank God. Oh, more thunder. We've been having summer storms a lot lately. Good. Every time you're away from... Well, just guess we're keeping keys now, aren't we? Hopefully don't need keys that much. Yeah. Where's this key at? Right here. Give me that key. More damage. More. M-O-A-R. More damage. I demand more damage, man. Even more! More keys! Oh my gosh. Just gonna have a key build now. I am the key master. Level 5. Good lord. Now I really want to win this run. Like, really, really bad. Normally I'm kind of like, whatever, I'll just play, but right now, like, it's going so well. Like, I need to win. I need it. My meaning of life is... burdened by the need for beating this frickin' run. Oh my god. Yes. Oh man. Do I have it on easy this time? I think I accidentally put it on easy. Cause this is too much. Give me the grenade, that's cool. Maybe it is on the top right, maybe it's on easy. Oh no. That kinda makes me feel bad, because it's one of those things where I kind of want to have my win to be really something. Because the last one I did, I beat Hal, but I didn't, like, I beat Hal on normal. I haven't played hard mode on this yet, so. I can't quite reach him. I can reach him now. I'm shooting that shit down here. There we go. Did you? You piece of shit. God, I hate grabber. Oh, wait. More damage. Magic number 13. Wow. Oh, grabber died. Nice. I wish I had the one item that the more money you have, the more damage you have. That'd be good too. Like, sweet Jesus. This? Yeah. Okay. Go in here. What do we got? That's a plague mask. You have a chance of recovering. Oh, okay. We're gonna go ahead and get spend a bunch of money here. Get that key too, because you know damage. 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 Okay. All right, we're good. I recovered. Momentary lapse of sanity. Jesus, all the keys! If I don't win, I'll feel really freaking bad now. Like, I really mucked up. I had to use the key. Oh, do I have enough crystals? I'm coming back for you. Uh-oh. Oh, God, I hate. Don't you do it. Don't you. Oh, you bastards. I hate them. Sovereign of Eggs. I'm not sure if I want... Oh, dude, I'm fighting Zeus. Fuck you, Zeus. Let's go. Come on, you big fuck. Holy shit, he's ripped. He's a Chad Zeus. Come on, you Chad. Yeah, you're dead. Get out of here. Just the blood spatter all over the back wall. Get fucking destroyed, you Chad. I'm the ultimate Chad. Ugh, Chad Roth. The meanest sloth of them all. Well, that was a damn good run. I hope you enjoyed listening and watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!